This high-end isometric animation might look complex, but it's actually created using simple techniques inside Alight Motion. And the best part? You can create this entire animation on your phone. No After Effects, no PC. In this video, I'll show you step-by-step how to animate this scene. So let's start the video. As you can see, the scene is already designed in Alight Motion, using just simple rectangle shapes. In this tutorial, we'll focus only on the animation part. If you want to follow along, you can download the project file from the link in the description. Okay, so first of all, tap on the mobile depth layer and parent it to the mobile screen layer. Now tap on the Input 1 layer and parent it to the mobile depth layer. Do the same for the Input 2 layer. Now, if we move the mobile screen, all the elements follow together. This keeps everything connected. Let's undo. Okay, let's tap on the Add icon, go to Object/Element, and choose Null. Let's rename it to Mobile Controller. Place it at the center of the mobile, then move this layer above the mobile screen layer. Now, parent the mobile screen layer to this controller. This allows us to control the entire animation using a single layer. Now, parent this floating mobile screen depth layer to the floating mobile screen layer. Next, add another null object and rename it to Floating Mobile Screen Controller. Tap here and move it above the floating mobile screen layer. Then parent the screen layer to it. Now add two more null layers, one for the big floating rectangle and one for the small floating rectangle. Next, rename them properly, adjust their positions, and parent each layer accordingly. Now again add two more nulls for these box layers. Rename them accordingly, adjust the layer positions as shown, and then parent them correctly. Now that all the parenting is done, let's move on to animation. First of all, tap on the mobile controller layer, go to Move and Transform. Move to 20 frames and add a keyframe here. Come back to the beginning and move the mobile outside the screen. Go to the easing curve and apply an ease out curve, then slightly adjust the handle. Now if I play, you can see we have a smooth entry animation. Okay, now tap on the floating mobile screen controller layer. Go to Move and Transform and add the first keyframe at the beginning. Move forward 20 frames and add another one here. Come back to the first keyframe and move it outside the screen. Tap here, copy the easing curve from here, and then paste it onto this layer. So let's tap here and move these three layers 5 frames forward, one by one. Now if I play, you can see we have this nice animation. Next, tap on the circle icon and add the drawing progress effect with standard settings. On the Start property, add the first keyframe at 24 frames. Move 10 frames forward and add another one here. Come back to the first keyframe and increase its value to 100. Go to the easing curve and paste this curve. Once you copy the easing curve, you don't need to copy it again and again. Okay, tap back and split it at the first keyframe. Now tap on the Network 1 layer and add a drawing progress effect. Add the first keyframe at 26 frames. Next, move 5 frames forward and add another one here. Come back to the first keyframe and increase its value to 100. Go to the easing curve and paste the curve. Here, remember one thing. Always add an easing curve to every keyframe for better and smoother animation. Okay, let's tap back and copy this effect, and then paste it onto the remaining network layers as shown. Next, split them and offset each layer by 2 frames for a staggered animation. Okay, let's tap on the big floating rectangle controller layer. Go to Move and Transform and choose the Scale property. Add a first keyframe at 1 second and 7 frames, and another one 10 frames later. Come back to the first keyframe and scale it down to 0. Next, apply the easing curve for smooth animation. Tap here and split both layers. From here, repeat the same process for the second rectangle and offset both layers by 3 frames. Now, tap on the bottom floating box controller layer, go to Move and Transform. Move your playhead to 1 second and 13 frames and add a keyframe here. Move forward 15 frames and add another one here. Come back to the first keyframe and drag it down about here. Let's apply easing curve. Tap back and select the scale property. Add the first keyframe at 1 second and 13 frames, then move 5 frames forward and add another keyframe. Finally, return to the first keyframe and scale it down to 0. Tap here and tap on the bottom floating box layer. Go to Blending and Opacity and add a first keyframe at 1 second and 13 frames. Move 5 frames forward and add another one here. Come back to the first keyframe and reduce its opacity to 0. Now split both layers. Okay, now tap on the violet panel depth layer. Go to Edit Points and move your playhead to 1 second and 23 frames. Next, switch to Keyframe Editing mode and add a keyframe for these points and handles one by one as shown. Move 10 frames forward and add a keyframe here for each point and handle as shown in the video. Now come back to the first keyframe and drag those points down one by one as shown in the video. Next, select those points one by one and paste the easing curve for smooth animation. Next, tap on the violet panel, go to Move and Transform, and add a keyframe at 1 second and 23 frames. Move 10 frames forward and add another one here. Come back to the first keyframe and drag it down about here. Go to the easing curve and paste the curve. Tap back and choose Blending and Opacity. Add a keyframe at 1 second and 23 frames. Move 3 frames forward and add another one here. Come back to the first keyframe and reduce its opacity to 0. Go to the easing curve and paste the curve. Do the same thing for the depth layer. Okay, let's split those layers. Okay, now tap on the green panel and add a first scale keyframe at 2 seconds and 3 frames. Move forward 10 frames and add another one here. Come back to the first keyframe and scale it down to 0. Go all the way back and split it from here. Tap here and tap on the top floating box controller layer. Go to Move and Transform and choose the scale property. Move your playhead to 2 seconds and 8 frames and add a keyframe here. Then move 10 frames forward and add another keyframe. Return to the first keyframe and scale it down to 0. Go to the easing curve and paste the curve. Tap here and split both of these layers. Finally, select all the layers, move your playhead to the 3 seconds, and split all of them from there. And just like that, your high-end isometric animation is complete. Now if I play this, you can see a smooth and professional animation created entirely on mobile. If you found this helpful, you can download the project file from the link in the description and try it yourself. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more motion graphics tutorials. And I'll see you in the next one.